Hi, my name is Fuji Hao. Our group will present about organizational development. Organizational development is considered as a technical use to promote both the effectiveness and the well-being of its members through planned interventions. Organizational behavior is intended to enhance the effectiveness of the organization. This will help the organization to boost their aspects in learning and impacting the organizational performance. It's important to boost competitiveness among the workers, and it will create a wonderful workplace. So now we will be discussing about two issues, which fear of unknown and poor job fit. My team members will be explaining more on the issues, significance and recommendations for each issues. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Atika binti Ruslaini, and I will talk about issue number 1, which is fear of unknown. What does it mean by fear of unknown? Fear of unknown is not knowing what is going to happen next, and it is about being unclear of the future, and the present is not any clearer. For example, the employee may fear spiders and snakes since they have learned that some of these creatures are venomous and can kill them. Okay, so does fear of unknown will affect employees? Yes, it is, because employee resistance is driven by surprise and fear of unknown. For example, when different changes are presented without formal announcement, it will impacted personnel will be terrified of the changes. Because of that, organization must design techniques for supporting innovation, such as providing necessary culture, resources, and reward structure. How about organization? Organization will reach its aim is through acquiring new competent personnel. However, a corporation requires more than an employee that succeeds at completing their duty. They are require a fresh and excellent idea to increase company performance and growth. Significant of issue fear of the unknown. Individuals needs alter during life. Someone who follows the same routine every day will grow tired of it. For example, if the worker is assigned to manage an organized document every day, as a result, the worker will perceive it as a routine task. Hiring a worker who does not provide new ideas and innovation that can help increase corporate performance is a waste of money, energy, and time from organization standpoint. This is because we were unable to determine the worker's potential only based on their resume. Lastly, when no changes are made in a company, it loses its competitive edge and fails to meet the ever-changing needs of its customer. The company will have a difficult time rising through the rank and assessing the international company. However, many organizations fail to make the required reforms to ensure their existence.
My name is Nurul Huda Izzati binti Abdul Malik, and I will be explain about impact of issue 1, which is fear of the unknown. Impact first is making a decision. Fear of the unknown might make it difficult to make a decision. Employees that are afraid frequently endure stress since their job status is unclear. For example, absence, lower performance, and significant safety concerns can all result from stressful, which is fear-inducing situation in the workplace. So, when workplace anxieties cause ongoing stress, and it will influence employee decision. Also, fear of the unknown is imperceptible, so that employees frequently fail to plan for it while making judgment, and this can lead to subsequent regret. We are moving on to the next impact, which is fear of taking risks. When we wish to make changes in the company, we must figure out how to do it. There will be a few challenges to overcome in order to establish a path. For example, we must step outside of our comfort zone to identify potential clients or stakeholders willing to invest in our company. A good employee must be skilled at proceeding them through meticulous paperwork. Complex tasks frequently include parts that are wholly unforeseen and difficult to automate. This situation causes organizational stress. Employees must have the authority to make their own decisions rather than being subject to administrative control in order to effectively handle uncertainty.
Hi, my name is Nurin Kisnapau and I'll be explaining on how to tackle the fear of unknown. Here's some recommendations that I would like to provide you with. For the first one, we have cognitive and behavioral therapy. This therapy can teach people on how to stop thinking and question their ability to face the fear of unknown. Some people may think that they could not function well whenever they faced with the fear of unknown. However, with a gentle encouragement, it will help them to go out from the comfort zone and realize that this feeling is not as horrible as they think. When we face with unfamiliar and new assignments, we must remain calm and cool so we know and we must learn on how to identify the real root cause. When we have an organized thoughts and we know how to approach the problem, we can solve the problems with a more clear mind. On to the next one, we have bring in professional. It is very reassuring when we have experts and someone who knows the in and out on how to handle the firms. It will help to minimize the first-time worker nervousness. We can bring coaching and mentoring in the organization. This will help to improve the employee's abilities, skills, and knowledge and performance in relation to certain talents and jobs. Coaching assists in dealing with the impact of change of individual jobs, as well as promoting individual potential and offering professional support so that they are not afraid to face the unknown. Mentoring in the workplace is when an experienced colleagues will help in assisting the inexperienced colleague in providing the experience on the work. This will help the employees to form a positive relationships with their co-workers so they will feel more comfortable asking questions about unfamiliar responsibilities they are doing right now. This will decrease the fear of unknown.
Let's move on to the next issue, which is poor job fits. Several researchers and scholars have identified the concept of fit at work as an essential aspect in the workplace during recent years. Job fit is important because every company's performance and ultimately overall success of your organization depends on how well employees fit their jobs. So, what it means by a poor job fit? When a person is assigned to a position that does not align with their natural talents or their professional and personal needs, this is known as a poor job fit. If HR managers are cautioned in screening and interviewing candidates, how does this even happen? There are often a few possible scenarios. Perhaps you thought the person you recruited was the best choice for the position and you were both excited for them to start. However, when the new employees get used to the job and as time passes, you start to realize they are not performing as well as you expect. Mostly on the outside, only a small part of person's abilities and potential may be seen. The other aspects such as problem-solving abilities, behavior and interest will require more observation. The job fit method predicts work performance more than any of the generally accepted characteristics such as education, experience, or job training.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Aziza Lifa binti Zainuddin and I will present about the significance of poor job fit issue. The poor job fit issue is a major concern in organizational development as there are many individuals who are mismatched with the jobs in their workplace. For example, a person who has a biology degree works in a sales and marketing department. And another example is that in Malaysia, there are many graduates working in semi-skilled and low-skilled jobs. This means that they are getting jobs that are not related to their field of study. When people are mismatched with the jobs, it can lead to all sorts of problems such as decreased productivity, increased stress levels, and unhappiness at work. If the employees feel stressed and unhappy, of course, they will be unproductive because they are not motivated enough to do their tasks. As a result, in the end, they will leave or quit their jobs. Therefore, the poor job fit issue among the employees will give a negative impact on the organization's effectiveness. So that's why human resource professionals need to be aware of this problem. They also need to make sure that the employees are matched with the jobs that are suited to their skills, abilities, and interests. To conclude, it appears that the issue of poor job fit is so common nowadays and need to be solved so that there is a good job fit among the employees. Well, that brings me to the end of my presentation, and thank you very much.
What is the impact of poor job fit? Employee engagement is hampered by poor job fit. Employee engagement may be a condition that develops from social interaction at work and leads to enhanced performance of the organization. Employees can quickly become shut off when they are hired for a position that doesn't fit their abilities, personality, or behavioral preference. Both new hire and long-term employees may experience the problem. When new hire realize they are a poor fit for their new position, their attitude swiftly deteriorates. When long-term employees' jobs have changed to meet the shifting needs of the company and their new tasks don't fit their needs and strengths, long-term employees suffer. Employees leave their job when they believe their employer has set them for failure, regardless of how long they have worked there. How does poor job fit affect the organization? Platforms of work engagement are essential for an organization to succeed. Disengaged workers have the potential to reduce a company's output and morale, damage care relationship, and hinder it from achieving its mission and objective. Without engagement of the employees, the organization cannot sustain productivity levels over the long term if the employees are not engaged and satisfied. Employees are less likely to prioritize working to achieve the organization goals when they feel disengaged with the organization they work for.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Amsha Huda binti Muhammad Zamri. Today, I will present the recommendation the HR manager should follow to deal with poor job fit issues. There are two recommendations the HR manager can follow, such as job fit assessment and job rotation. Firstly, job fit assessment is very important, especially during hiring the new employees because nowadays it's hard to find a very good talent to fit the vacant position in the company. Job fit assessment also based on the skills, abilities, potential to establish relationship with other employees and solve the problems in the work environment. For example, analysts must have analytical skills and so on. My second recommendation is job rotation. For your information, job rotation is a great way to gain a specific skills, knowledge and abilities which can lead to the labor market expansion. Job rotation also can enrich the new ideas and perspectives
based on the role given. For example, by rotating employees into the different position, HR manager can gain a better insight into their skill and how they can benefit the company to make a better job placement in the future. Alright, that's all for me. Thank you.
In conclusion, organizational development has a potential to very good result in company. As stated, fear of the unknown and poor job fit can happen in the organization. These issues have bad impacts and would affect the company performance. Specifically, decision making, the fear of taking risks, employee engagement depending on the issues, the areas. Employees may also lack the certain behavioral required to adapt to changing circumstances, which can reduce effectiveness and affects the organization productivity. Although these problems can be changing to the human resource, however, there are some recommendations that could solve it, which is cognitive and behavioral therapy, bringing in professional job fit assessments and job rotation. When we can solve this, we can serve motivation for company and its staffs to keep pushing for innovative solutions to prevent the problems from happening. Thank you.